Hi, my name's Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and I've been designing stencils for the Crafters Workshop since 2011. So I put together a series of videos sharing some of my very favorite stencil techniques. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you'll check out my stencils. You can always find more tips and tricks here on my YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe. And also on my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com. And you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter as well. It's free. It hits your inbox every Friday with a dose of inspiration and a lot of information about the online classes that I teach. Yes, you can use stencils with watercolor. So I've just put a large 12 by 12 stencil that I designed for the Crafters Workshop down onto a piece of watercolor paper. I have a damp brush, it's not soaking wet, and I'm using some core watercolors. And what I want to do is just go ahead and put that color down right through the hole, and I can take my time with it. I don't have to rush through. The watercolor is not hurting the stencil, so it doesn't matter if it sits on there for a long time. I can mix in some different colors. The real trick here is that you'll notice that I haven't put my brush back into water. My watercolors are activated. I sprayed them with water before I began painting, but my brush really doesn't get damp, and I think that's really important. The places where you'll see I have some run under the stencil are usually from when my brush was wetter. As your brush gets drier as you go, you just have a lot less of that roll under. I think the roll under is very pretty and kind of goes with watercolor well, but the basic rule of stencils is the drier the product, the less roll under. So for instance, ink, like stamping ink, does a great job with stencils because there's just not as much moisture in it as, say, paint. Water is always going to make the print a lot runnier. It's one of the reasons like molding paste, for instance, looks really great. So here you can see my kind of soft watercolor look that I have here from stenciling. There are places where there was less water, and so it's cleaner, places where there was more water, and so it's messier. But because this is watercolor and I actually really like the sort of spread out look, I'm going to take a bottle of water and I'm just going to spritz. And this is going to obviously make some of the paint, you know, spread out a little bit more so it gets that really soft kind of dreamy look and doesn't look quite so harshly stenciled. Now, while this is drying, let me go ahead and grab another piece of paper because I can show you something else fun that we can do. So here I have a fresh piece of watercolor paper and I have my stencil that's covered in watercolor. So I'm just going to place that. Now this piece of paper is slightly different size than the other paper and it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to place it down. And then I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm going to hold the stencil in place and I'm going to wipe with the baby wipe. So essentially kind of as I'm cleaning the stencil, although I really don't clean my stencils, I'm actually also rubbing the color through the opening holes in the stencil. That has to be one of my all-time favorite ways to get some color on there. And now we'll see all this blended color when I go ahead and lift this off. Ta-da! And it looks really great. And again, if you want that soft look again, just spray it and let it wick out a little bit and you can see how nice it looks. As a side note, if you wanted to, this is wet, so this is going to wick a ton, but if you wanted to apply the watercolor with a baby wipe, you can actually do that too. So if you want to cover a larger space, so I have some blue watercolor on here, and I can just rub it through the stencil. Now, because my paper is very wet, it's going to wick everywhere, which can also be fun. It depends how controlled an image you want. I think a lot of times with stencils, it's not that something bad has happened or an accident has happened or anything like that. It's just that it wasn't exactly the result that you expected. So I want to always empower you to get the results that you expect or want. There you go. There's a nice soft looking stencil. And you can see that where we rubbed kind of like at the edges, you can see the blue a little bit more aggressively, which I really like too. Now that this is dry, I think I'm going to do a little bit more stenciling on it. And I might go with a really dark color here. Okay, let's take a peek. Oh, so cool. And again, let's spray. Oh, I love how the watercolor just wicks out. So here's another fun way to clean off your stencil. I have a piece of watercolor paper and a tag because the surface actually does matter. And I'm just going to spray each of them with water. And then I'm going to take my dirty stencil, which has watercolor on it. Some of it's dry, some of it's wet. And I'm going to go ahead and trying to figure out the best use of this design. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel, mostly to keep my hands clean-ish, because you can see the watercolor is coming right up through it. I'm not totally clean. But I'm basically just going to mush it down, making contact on these two different surfaces. Push, 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 push. And let's pull it up and take a peek. So here you can see the design. It's kind of the negative of the stencil design, and I'm going to let that one dry. And on the tag, you're getting a lot of the same. So let's let these two pieces dry, and you can take a peek and see what you think. So here is the watercolor paper, and you can see that reverse stenciling right there. And here is the manila tag, and you can see the reverse stenciling there. Pretty cool. For me, the biggest difference between the two, if I look at them really closely, is that the stenciled tag has a little more of sort of like watermarks on it as opposed to the watercolor paper, but they're very close. So my stencil's all put away in its page protector, and you can see it's been put away dirty. I generally really do not clean my stencils. Here are some tags where I use the same exact method that I used here, but you can see how much of a difference the paper makes, right? The watercolor paper, you get a lot more clean detail, and with the tags, it's a little more smushy, so it's really just personal preference, and that's really based on how the watercolor paper absorbs the watercolor. I showed you the same thing on camera with a tag and a watercolor paper, and there wasn't as big a difference with this method. And this is, of course, where you're printing what's left over on the stencil onto here. Then you'll recall, of course, that we cleaned up with a baby wipe and did, in fact, several layers of it. In fact, a couple layers where we purposely put color through the stencil with the baby wipe, and you get some really cool results that way, too. So it's really up to you sort of what style you're interested in doing. But yeah, you can 100% use watercolor with your stencils, and I hope that you will. Thanks so much for watching.